most of the book I had stared at yesterday and eat some of the mostly inedible offerings of the cafeteria. The class is tiresome. That teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. So he's a bad teacher. When the final bell sounds, I realize there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd. The hospital, I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here, filling the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. Yeah, I know that feeling. There's tons of stuff that I could do for a long period of time, but I don't want to do for a short period of time. I could be playing Tales of Berseria right now, but I'm not. For you. Everyone else leaves, and I'm left alone with the teacher. Muto is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. What is it, Nikai? I jump at him, addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's nobody else around. Nothing! Thinking about what I'd do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap back on the pen he's holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. Twice is the standard amount, too. He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment I'm reminded of Shizune, but the teacher's more unhurried and relaxed. Much more routine. You have no plans? No, I consider joining the club, but I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone else. I guess I'm gonna do him like... It's Gursky. I gotta get that Gursky. Go observe a meeting of someone else's club. It might pique your interest. I guess. I don't know how to continue from there. Muto looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. But I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, the other students. I just don't know what to think about disabilities. It's like... It feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do and damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek absentmindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them out to be one. That's not helpful. You can talk normally with someone, even if they're blind or something. What if they're deaf? I guess I can't talk to them normally then, huh, asshole? Think about that one, Muto. Go back to the GameCube. You never made a sequel for your game. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. Except these kids aren't normal, they're total weirdos. Like, their disability is the most normal part of them. Except for Lily, who is beautiful and perfect. I guess she's, like, too beautiful and perfect? That's weird. I know they're right, but it's hard. Why can you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness, when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? Or Aniko. If you can ignore her face, you kinda can gaze her face. I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Teacher! That seems threatening. It seems like she's just going like, hey, what's going on over in this neck of the woods? Heard you, talking some shit. Misha crashes in, hands straightened in enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. Where else would you wake the dead from? Either the dead who have not been buried, not wake up? She starts towards the teacher's desk with her bouncing step, hands energetically swinging to the rhythm. Muto, visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general, slumps in his chair. Mikado. Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly, as if she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea what. Yes. We have talked about volume control before. Yes! But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So what is it?
We need help! We're running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is such a stress!
She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So, go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that?
Plywood! Plywood is always the problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's like none left there. So, do you know when there is some?
I don't understand. How would I know?
Shichen, I mean, the president thought the teacher would know if there was plywood. Was she wrong?
Muto looks like he is in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Nisha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible. Like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. That's what wild means, but alright. I'm afraid I have no idea if there is any plywood in the school, let alone where it would be if there were any. If there were, that is correct.
What should I do?
Perhaps try to find Mr. Nomiya? I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter.
I don't have time. We're so busy.
She holds her head with both of her hands, looking as despairing as it's possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's holding against her hair.
You shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's so much to do and we're falling behind the schedule.
Muto looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't. I wonder if you could get some temporary help? He switches to staring at me focusedly, with a hard expression, as if trying to say, go make some friends. Yeah, I guess I could give you a hand.
You can? Thanks, Jen. You're really nice.
She pauses, does a double take, and then points at her finger with yelping,
Ah! Come to think of it, what's Jen do from here? Class is over. You should be having fun.
We just had a little chat.
No, no detention, is it? Are you in trouble, Jen?
No, I'm not.
Is Jen in trouble, teacher?
No, he's not. Muto sighs deeply, and I feel that I have to help. We should get her on the teacher's back. So what do you need?
Here's the list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room.
She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help you, but this has no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not.
Still, thanks, Jen. Try to be quick. We're in Stall Building Street.
That comma is weird. Give that a semicolon.
Try to be quick. We're in Stall Building Street now. We must hurry, hurry, hurry.
She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something that feels like silent agreement. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written with small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh. I'll be going then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. The classrooms closest to ours are designated as belonging to classes 3-1 and 3-2 on the right side, and 3-4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. I don't know why that's important, and obviously they would be numbered that year 3-3. Further down the corridor still, with identical doors, are rooms that I didn't think were used for classes. I guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. And what's behind door number 2? It's a classroom, but it seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Come on, where's she at? Lay it on me. Desks and chairs are all around the room. Thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corners, so this at least looks like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing... Oh, desks are not the same as dust. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. What do you mean almost? You can totally see those lights. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody suddenly catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. Sitting on a desk is a short-haired girl, curiously wearing a boy's uniform with a fork between her toes, a morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. This odd way of dining seems to be caused by her apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me aback even more. I've missed her before. She's sitting in a corner very still, but I still somehow took her as part of the furnishing or a statue at first glance. I'm not being too observant today as a whole. The girl seemed to be frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence and I'm trying to think if I should. This weird stalemate keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wall talk ticking rhythmically. That makes it so much worse! Hello. The girl stuffs the fork full in her mouth and is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello. I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls, I think. I didn't think there would be someone in here. There isn't. That's why I came here too. What did I want her to sound like? I had like an idea, but it's somehow not generating it correctly. Like sort of a dull sounding voice, like she's disinterested. There isn't. That's why I came here too. But not. She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here then? Doesn't that mean you're here then? She raises her eyebrows as if she was suspecting my observation was false. You're pretty observant. I guess it does. But who are you? This girl's pretty straightforward, isn't she? You're pretty observant. I guess it does. But who are you? I'm Nakai. Sao Nakai. I just transferred on Monday. I'm Rin. Suga Rin. Rintroduction. I won't shake hands with you, but at least you know who we are now. That's very nice. I forgot she's a total smartass. I won't shake hands with you, but at least we know who we are now. That's very nice. Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking or shaking hands or not. I gotta make it even more deadpan, alright? I won't shake hands with you, but at least you know who we are now. That's very nice. Her deadpan manner of talking makes it hard to determine whether she's joking or shaking hands or not. It kind of bothers me. Joking about these matters doesn't feel appropriate at all. She gets to! Well, I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate and whether this girl is. She seems to have lost interest in me and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I don't mind you. Yeah, that's part of the music track. You need to get your stuff. The art supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch? School's already over for the day. What word would you use then? There. I keep wanting to inflect her, but I gotta be like more deadpan. I need to find the Rin zone. This is a challenge. I need to progress. I need to get stronger. What word would you use then? There's no word for a meal to eat after lunch, but before dinner, right? It bothers me very much too, but I don't really know what I should say. I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. Fuck you, man. You're gonna be the meal police? You suggesting that people shouldn't eat meals at that time? Go to hell. But I'm hungry now, and my delicious boxed lunch will go to waste otherwise. It's a late lunch. Cool, but I'm hungry now. I have curry. It's very delicious. With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks up the fork between her toes. With at least as much impoliteness, she points it straight at me. So Nakai, what brings you to this place? Like I said, I was told to look for these things. No, school. From outside you look fine. Is your problem inside? No. This is vexing me. I gotta find Rin's voice. What does she sound like when she talks? No, the school. From the outside you look fine. Is your problem inside? I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I can guess. I'm good at guessing. Better than most people. Rin cuts me off before I can answer her question or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. Oh, she's in a boy's uniform because it has pants, and if she had a skirt it'd be really awkward to do all this stuff with her legs. I froze in front of this issue again. I haven't even told anyone here about my condition, or maybe it's only because it hasn't really come up. I do get the feeling that not making issues with this is part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if the people here could relate? Probably not any better than any normal person could. I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances, or Lily's either. Naturally, while I go through this in my head, Rin keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative look on her face. She puts her fork between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer was written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of dark shadow on the other side. I don't think it's anything in your head. No, because that sounds like the other girls, that tone. I don't think it's anything in your head, and something in your guts would be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. The problem must be in your pants. This meshed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement, the sheer lack of tact it was delivered with, catches me completely off guard. I think I might have reeled back, even physically, as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment. So I was right. There's something wrong with your tackle, isn't there? No, that's too brilliant. Something's wrong with your tackle, isn't there? Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to reply something, I spit out the first thing I could think of. No! Nothing like that. I have a heart problem. Arrhythmia. I said it. More like blurted it out, but I said it. The girl in front of me purses her lips together and glowers at me, looking very disappointed. How boring. Trouble in the pants would have been much more scandalous. What's with this reaction? I'm sorry to let you down. I forgive you. Just, I collect people and a person with, that kind of problem would have been really great. Collect people? People with different problems. Huh, so you just, go around asking people what's wrong with them?